Hi.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing here?
I live here, Alan, remember?
Oh, I thought you were on the early shift in OR.
No, not that early. I do have a few patients I have to go in and check on, and I have the rest of the day to myself.
That's nice. You have anything nice planned?
No, not really. I don't know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I was thinking you might come home and rest for today. You know, you've been working so hard lately.
Oh, I feel fine.
Good, I'm glad to hear it.
Something wrong with you, Alan.
Oh, nothing that a little peace of mind couldn't fix.
You have just been acting stranger and stranger, day by day. You know, I really think a life of corporate intrigue doesn't really agree with you.
Well, thank you, Doctor, and I will keep that in mind.
Okay, fine. Well, I better be off. Can I give you a lift to the hospital?
No, I'm not working today. I'm helping Father liquidate some of the assets so we can get on with the stock takeover.
Suit yourself. Oh, Alan, don't even think about selling any of my antiques. I have them all cataloged.
Oh, she is as cool as a cucumber.
If that cucumber's doing what I think she's doing, I'll feed her into a food processor.
Now, just leave everything to me. I'm going to stake out their love nest. I'm going to take some pictures.
Wait a minute. I don't think that it's gone as far as anything like a love nest.
Oh, what are they, still at the motel stage, huh?
I don't even know that she's having an affair. I'm only going on information that my half-brother gave me.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be the first time that brothers have lied to one another.
I will never understand your attitude, Edward.
Lila, I care about charitable causes just as much as the next man.
Well, then why are you giving me so much trouble about the Port Charles Botanical Society? Our group is responsible for many public service projects.
Oh, darling, be realistic. How much good can actually be accomplished by a bunch of dotty old ladies who take to the streets armed with garden gloves and geraniums?
More good than you'd think, my dear. In fact, I think you'd have trouble in finding a more hard-working group.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm going to be dumping a large amount of money in a botanical area.
Oh, where are you going to invest the money?
The jungles of Brazil.
Oh.
And with any luck at all, we're going to have more than enough money to keep this whole town in daisies for the rest of our lives. Alan, you're going to wear a hole in that rug.
Why should you care? It belongs to Monica, like everything else in the house.
You know, well, don't look at me. I wasn't the one who gave it to her as a wedding gift. Tell me, was that Chuck Morrison I saw driving away just now?
Yes.
Well, I hope you're going to tell me that he was over here to sell you some scout cookies.
You know exactly why he was here, Father.
Would you mind telling me what is going on around here?
Oh, your son has been silly enough to listen to Jimmy Lee tell him some tall tales out of school.
What kind of tales?
The kind that end with Monica being in bed with Sean Donnelly.
Oh, Alan, surely you can't believe that Monica would do that to you.
Why not? She's done it before.
That is no way to talk about the mother of your children.
And that, too, was questionable at one time, if you remember, Mother.
Well, Monica's loyalties are not questionable now, especially with Sean Donnelly. Good Lord, she's been a godsend where he's concerned.
Maybe she got carried away.
You know, Alan, you're going to ruin everything. Now, this family has been working together like a well-oiled machine.
Well, maybe the machine needs a tune-up. That's why I called in Morrison.
Well, if Monica finds out about this, she's not going to be very happy.
Yeah, Lila's right. You're just driving a bigger wedge in between us. You know, we need Monica now more than ever.
Listen to me, Father. Right or wrong, Jimmy Lee has made me doubt Monica's loyalty. I'm not giving up a red cent to purchase any Cassadine stock until I know exactly what she's up to.
I'm disappointed in you, Alan. Oh, I know you've been through all this before, but at least the last time your jealousy was ruled by passion.
Mother, you really have no idea what I'm going through.
You're right. I don't understand, dear. To have let things go this far is a real crime.
Hi. This is Diana. Did you Managed to do the little errand I talked to you about earlier?
Yes, Dr. Quartermain.
Well?
Well, he's standing down at the end of the hall. He seems to be keeping an eye on this room.
Charles, right.
Is he a friend of yours?
No, not exactly a friend of mine. But I think a friend of mine did ask him to come over and see me.
Oh, sort of a professional courtesy.
Yeah, something like that. Listen, can I ask one more favor of you? Could you see if you could just distract him away from this room and the whole hall for, well, at least a few minutes?
I'll give it a try.
Oh, thank you. I owe you on this one. Thanks a lot. Yes? Oh.
Who said you couldn't have fun at work? Monica, this is an incredibly sexy idea.
Sean, thank you. Listen, this is not why I asked you to come over.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Did anyone see you come in here?
I don't think so.
I mean it. Did you see a man? He has a mustache and he has like he's wearing a rather tacky suit in the hall here.
No.
Are you sure?
I would have remembered it. What's going on?
I think Alan is having a private detective follow me.
Why?
Why, Sean? Why? Because someone is talked. That's why. And that someone has got to be Lorena.
Oh, you're not really sure of that, though.
No, but I am sure one thing. I am sure about Alan and being jealous. Now, don't take me lightly, Sean. I mean it. When Alan is jealous, he could do anything. I mean, I'm talking violence here.
Well, you know me. I love living on the edge.
Well, then, you just better keep your eye on the ceiling, Sean, because it has a tendency to fall in when Alan gets mad.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for warning me.
Well...
But don't worry. Alan's not going to catch you.
Sean, listen to me. We have to be more careful.
Okay, all right. We'll be more careful. Maybe we better nip this thing in the bud, then.
Oh, yes, I agree. What are we going to do?
Okay, I want you to go to Wyndham's.
What?
Alan's detective will follow you there. Let him see you, start buying lots of sexy little things. Things will turn me on.
Wait a minute. That's crazy.
It's just
crazy.
It's just a
playing right into Alan's
No,
hand.
it is just a diversion. While you're cruising the aisles for sales, I'll be setting up a plan that'll blow up in your husband's face.
Oh, God, I wish I had your confidence.
I should have my...
No, Sean,
Don't worry
I am
about it.
so afraid this is all going to blow up in our faces. I mean it. Sean, please. I mean it about Alan. He is very jealous. I mean it if he gets angry. We're talking murder here.
Say, nurse, have you been able to reach Dr. Quartermain yet?
Yes, he was in a board meeting. He said he'd see you here as soon as he could.
Thank you.
Nurse Olmsted, report to admissions. Nurse Olmsted, report to admissions.
I've been giving this matter some further thought, and I am still of the same opinion. I think you're making a big mistake about Monica.
Look, if Monica's innocent, there's nothing to worry about. We'll just continue straight on. She'll never even know she was followed.
Doctor, hi. Mr. Quartermain. All right.
You obviously have some information for us.
Yeah, I followed your wife all morning. Now, she left the hospital, and then she went and did some shopping at Wyndham's.
Oh, boy, that's some hot news.
Yeah, well, she bought several outfits.
Save that for the fashion column, Alan.
No, these outfits were of a very intimate nature, sir.
You know, my father's right. I mean, you could be putting an awful lot of weight on an innocent shopping spree.
Well, how about a reservation at a special table for lunch at the Port Charles Hotel restaurant?
It's a very fine restaurant, so what's the big deal?
She could be meeting anyone.
Now, I have a pretty good idea who she's meeting.
Oh, boy, this ought to be good.
Yeah, you see, I did a little checking, and a Mr. Sean Donnelly has made a reservation at the Port Charles Hotel for the afternoon.
We'll tar and feather that wife of yours, Alan.
She's gone too far this time. I'm going to put a stop to it before it goes any further.
So what do you want to do?
What time's the reservation?
In about an hour.
Okay, I've got one more patient, then I'm going to go over to the hotel and I'm going to stake out Donnelly's room myself. You watch Monica's table at the restaurant. We'll catch her in the act one way or the other.
I've got to see this for myself.
She's going to regret the day she ever laid eyes on Sean Donnelly.
I never saw Dr. Quartermain so angry
Yeah,
before.
well, it's not surprising. You find out your wife's been sleeping around. It's not easy medicine to swallow.
Well, listen, it's better he finds out now before it becomes a public scandal, huh?
Well, that's why I want to be at the hotel myself this afternoon. Hopefully, I can prevent him from doing anything drastic.